let me just give you another side of the story, okay? Because we've heard earlier about the impact through our solar access program with our MFI partners, which is part of our market programs. This time, we will highlight the projects and the impact we had from philanthropy programs. Again, I am Alan Andrada, your Hybrids Program Innovations Officer. Throughout the years, we've been supporting the following end user segments. Can we have the slides? Thank you. Next slide, please. For the end user segments, next po, we have households, institutional facilities, livelihood, community services, emergencies to rural, off-grid, and poorly eliminated communities in some parts of the country. Our philanthropy programs are, next please, energy poor communities, schools, community clinics or barangay health centers, agriculture and fishery, community centers as meeting areas of emergency responses as well. Though, through which we create projects that addresses the need of our target market. For the year 2020 to 2021, these are our philanthropy projects. We have empowering communities. We have self-shine program with SVF. We have solar library. We have community center solarization. We have solarizing COVID-19 quarantine control points. We have solarizing barangay health workers. And we have solarizing LSI or locally stranded individual shelters. Also under emergencies, we have emergency relief program. We will be highlighting under this presentation 3 stories from our different programs. Let's begin with our COVID response. Isabel Ayala, one of our interns, will be sharing this story.
Hi, everyone. Happy Impact Day. My name is Isabel Ayala, and I interned for Hybrid last summer 2020 working on impact reports, including one on Hybrid's response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Today, I will be giving a brief summary of the impact of Hybrid's Quarantine Control Points program. When COVID-19 hit the Philippines, the government implemented a nationwide stay-at-home quarantine on March 16, 2020, in order to slow down the spread of the pandemic. To restrict non-essential travel, thousands of quarantine control points, or QCPs, were established between towns by local authorities. Each QCP was manned by a combination of military personnel, Philippine National Police, local government unit personnel, barangay personnel, and barangay health workers. Frontliners in QCPs were faced with a challenging, dangerous, and uncomfortable task. They had to complete their duties of monitoring travel and enforcing public health protocols while being exposed to the elements 24/7, often lacking access to electricity and PPE. So, Hybrid's response was to launch the Solarizing COVID-19 Quarantine Control Points program, which supplied solar lighting systems, fans, radios, and PPE to 134 of the most disadvantaged QCPs. Reaching 40 municipalities across 9 provinces required that every part of our network, from donors to network partners to solaristas to local officials, work together. We were strategic in choosing QCPs in order to maximize impact and ensure sustainability. Our main criteria for installation were that checkpoints were unelectrified, rural, and located near to one of our solar hubs, so that they could be easily institutionalized into our existing customer service network for long-term effectiveness. Integrating the QCPs into our network was essential for the program to operate and have the impact on COVID-19 prevention that it had. Our first main objective was to slow the spread of the pandemic by equipping QCPs with much-needed resources to effectively battle the virus. We provided solar lighting systems, fans, and radios to ease their daily operations. In an impact report conducted in the first month of the program, we found that 99% of frontliners believed our solar products significantly helped to slow the spread of the virus. Frontliners elaborated on their own experiences with the product. With light at night, they were able to continue their duties of temperature checks and vehicle inspection around the clock. The radio provided access to time-sensitive COVID-19 updates. Without lights, their role as centers of community protection was hindered. Our products allowed for QCPs to be visible to their communities, allowing them to serve their communities more effectively. Our second objective was to attend to the needs of frontliners in the field by improving their quality of life. We found that frontliners reported significant impact in terms of comfort, safety of frontliners, and communication. 94% of frontliners reported feeling safer at night. For example, solar lights gave frontliners ease of mind for their personal safety, especially in avoiding vehicular accidents. Under the blistering sun and threat of mosquito-borne diseases, the solar fans provided great relief. Even as QCPs were disbanded, our solar products continued to impact communities. Solar units were repurposed and redistributed amongst our network of barangay health workers and local governments. To this day, our solar units are still in use, proving to be a sustainable solution to the challenges presented by the pandemic. This effort would not have been possible without the help of each and every part of our network. So thank you to all our network providers who helped us implement the program. Our solar hubs, our MFI partners, specifically ASHI, the local government units and police, Zalora, and our PPE donors. A special thank you to our generous financial donors whose donations allowed us to realize this program to fight against COVID. It really is amazing what we can get done when we work together. So we thank you, all of you, for being a part of the Hybrid Impact Network, especially at a time like now.
All right. Thank you, Isabel, for that. Thank you to our implementing partners and donors for that, for the COVID response that we did.